So I'm here at Carnelian Bay. This is my daily search for this cat. This guy here has been actually a lot of help. He has like probably 15 cats in his business and house above. So he's been putting kibble out in his garage work area every day just to see if the kibble is gone and to kind of keep them in the area. There's definitely like a lot of like little hiding spots around here. So I've set up traps here, over underneath some porches here, with sardines and like salmon and stuff like that. So far though, no luck. All these houses, they've all gotten flyers and everything. So I'm not really sure what to do other than just like kind of keep searching around. I did put one trap in a drainage pipe that's all dried out. And I'm thinking that's kind of like the last spot before being forced to trespass in some houses that have like gates and stuff and cameras. Oh my God, there he is. Holy shit. Shoot, that's not him. Definitely just a regular domesticated cat. I think I was like just too hopeful, but this guy is like definitely way too small to be Nick's. So man, got my hopes up a little too soon. This guy has a lot of cats though, so I imagine he would come over here as a good place to hide out. Well, that location was kind of a bust. I thought that would have been a good hiding spot, and then the trap on the way out. I am checking these like 4 or 5 times a day, so if he was in a trap, it's not gonna be for a significant amount of time, and that's kind of like the only thought that I have to really get him back safely. We did thermal drone all this area and didn't see him obviously, nor any other animals, and these traps have been empty every day, so the food really isn't attracting any other animals because there's just none here. There's no coyotes, there's no bears, there's really nothing except for some bears. Except for some birds, not bears. Bears typically don't come down this far near the lake. Sometimes maybe in the summer in the peak time when there's a lot of trash, but right now there's just no people and thus no trash around for them to eat. So I come to this neighborhood sometimes just because these apartments are on stilts. Probably a good spot to hide out. Man, it's Saturday, so a lot of people are visiting. And it's just crazy how loud people's dogs are. It's just like constant barking at everything. I guess it would scare them away from this type of area. A lot of people who are like pet detectives say you shouldn't be walking around looking for a cat because you're spreading your scent. But at this point, I'm kind of like thinking he might not even completely know my scent, since I didn't have him as a kitten. So it probably doesn't even matter. Just kind of looking for any kind of movement out here. I don't imagine he'd go too far of a radius, but yeah, I'm thinking he's probably like stuck in a building or a basement or something like that, because I put food out a lot of places and it's not even being touched at all. Or, you know, he's a pretty unique looking animal, so maybe someone coaxed him into their house and then claimed him as their own. I guess that wouldn't be the worst outcome for this predicament. I have been asking the owner who lives at this mini golf place to keep an eye out. And he seems like a really nice guy. He lives in that building right there. And this would definitely be a good spot. Lots of nooks and crannies to hide in. So I figure it's a good idea. Maybe just take a peek over the fence, see if I see any movement, especially in the mornings. Dawn and dusk is usually when cats are moving around the most. So just doing like a quick round here of searching. I think anything with running water probably be a good place to keep the hydration up. So there's probably enough rodents, perhaps bugs, for him to eat and catch, and then plenty of water all over the place. At least all my flyers are still up. I've got them here, next door, the 7-Eleven. I've talked with all the managers and owners of these businesses, and so I definitely got like flyers just like all over the place. And even if some people say don't walk around, I figured maybe it's a good idea, just because eventually these animals come out of hiding out of desperation, and if they've been domesticated in the past, they're going to take the chance on approaching a person. And hopefully when he does, that person will be me, because I'm just spending a lot of time searching all over, and hopefully my scent is familiar. So there's always people walking around here, which is good, and I can ask them if they've seen anything. But from the restaurant Garwood's behind me to the 7-Eleven and the pizza place and the post office, and right next to it, the laundromat, he's got like maybe a 270 degree area to run off to, because obviously I have the lake right behind me. The one place that I haven't been able to search is Garwood's restaurant in their crawl space. They say they have people go in there every day, but they won't let me go, nor will they let me put any food in there to see if it disappears, which is kind of disappointing, because I think that unless you're like searching and getting on your knees and like looking in every nook and cranny, you're probably not going to find a cat in there. But regardless, it's only a matter of time if he is out here before he starts approaching people, and hopefully I'll have some more sightings and more information on a general area, because right now I'm just trying to cover a huge radius, you could say. Next week we're supposed to get snow, so I'm getting a little bit more desperate, but I know I just have to be patient and not give up hope. That's probably the most important part. of this whole escapade. This is a place where they store a lot of boats in this building, and then in the summer, a lot of them are here. They also have more storage across the way, but I think this building would definitely be a good spot to hide in. So I just come by. They have flyers, but this is like another spot where I wish I could set up like some kind of food to see if it's disappearing. The problem with food is then it might attract some mice or something like that. And so not really letting me do that. But if he's in here, it's only a matter of time, hopefully, before they have a sighting. So every place I think of, I'm like talking to people and leaving flyers, of course. Well, I've done my circle, which I'm a bit hesitant to expand at the moment. I don't want to like put too much on my plate, but I've done my searching. I think that the traps are going to be a waste of time now, basically, and it's just going to come down to searching every nook and cranny I can at this point, and just, I guess, keep making flyers and keep posting them out there. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing other than like walking around and asking people and looking for clues, and I probably look like a crazy person because I'm looking up high in every single tree also. Just like staring up trees, and people are like, what in the world's going on? But, you know, I might be the right type of person for this because my addictive personality and commitment to following through on goals, it genuinely doesn't let me give up. I definitely got a little excited when I saw the other cat. But at this point, you know, it's kind of like you see things. You see what you want. And so when you're obsessed and searching, then you get the mirages. Anyways, I think I'm gonna continue on. I gotta get some Uber rides and make some money and try to accomplish the goal of making some money today as well. Alright, well, hopefully we'll have better news, and so I'll check in later.